Hello students, now I am going to explain the next activity of chapter 2. In this activity your aim is to show that a new compound is formed in a chemical change. Okay, you have to prove that a new compound is formed in a chemical change. Okay, now for this activity you need materials. They are iron fillings, sulfur powder, carbon disulfide, watch glass, magnet, a test tube, porcelain dish and a Bunsen burner. Okay, these are the materials which you required. Now, in this activity so many procedures are there. So first one, procedure number 1. Okay, procedure 1. In this what you have to do? You have to take this iron fillings. Okay, you have to take this iron fillings. Iron fillings means small pieces of iron. Okay, so you have to take this iron fillings and this sulfur powder. Sulfur powder. Okay, you have to take these two substance in a watch glass. Okay, watch glass is a glass plate like structure. Okay, in this you have to take this iron fillings also and sulfur powder also, and you have to mix it well. Okay, suppose these are the iron fillings and these are the sulfur powder, so you have to mix both the substance well. Okay, then what you have to do? You have to bring a magnet near the mixture. Okay, you have to bring a magnet near the mixture. So what you will observe? We will observe that iron fillings in this, okay, this sulfur powder is not. In this iron fillings are attracted to the magnet. Okay, because we know that the property of the magnet. Okay, iron fillings are always attracted towards the magnet. This is the property of this iron fillings. Okay, iron fillings always attracted towards the magnet. So after this mixture, okay, when we'll mix these two substances, then also we can see that from this mixture these iron fillings are attracted towards the magnet, but this sulfur powder is not. Okay, it means that the iron filling is not losing its property. Okay, same property is there, no new substance. Okay, so this is your first procedure. Okay, now procedure number 2. Okay, procedure number 2. In this what you have to do? You have to take this mixture, iron fillings and this sulfur powder. You have to put the mixture of iron fillings and sulfur powder in a test tube. Okay, you have to take a test tube. Okay, you have to take a test tube, and in this you have to put this mixture, okay, of iron fillings and sulfur powder. Okay, now in this mixture you have to add carbon disulfide, CS2. Okay, CS2 is the formula of carbon disulfide. You have to add carbon disulfide solution in this. What you will see, we will observe that sulfur powder gets dissolved in carbon disulfide, but iron fillings do not dissolve. Okay, again all of you listen properly. You have to take this iron fillings and sulfur powder in a test tube. Okay, and you have to mix carbon disulfide solution in that. Okay, carbon disulfide is a chemical. You have to add this chemical in this test tube. So what you will see that this sulfur powder, I am not talking about the iron fillings, only this sulfur powder will get dissolved in carbon disulfide, but this iron fillings will not dissolve. So sulfur powder is not losing its property. Okay, no new substance is formed in this also. Okay, so this was your procedure number 2. Now your procedure number 3. Okay, your procedure number 3. In this what you have to do? Take the mixture of iron fillings and sulfur powder in a porcelain dish. Okay, porcelain dish is a one bowl like structure. Okay, this is called porcelain dish. Okay, these all watch glass, this test tube and this porcelain dish, these all devices are used in the chemistry lab. Okay, So this is a bowl shape structure and it is called porcelain dish. So you have to take this mixture of iron fillings and sulfur powder. Okay, this mixture you have to take in a porcelain dish and you have to heat it for some time on a Bunsen burner. You have to heat it. Okay, this is a Bunsen burner and you have to heat it. Okay, for some time. On heating, a grey mass will be formed. Okay, one grey color mass. Okay, some solid substance will be formed in this. Okay, now bring the magnet near the grey mass. Okay, you have to bring the magnet now near the grey mass. What you will observe? We will observe that the grey mass does not get attracted to the magnet. This grey mass will not attracted to the magnet. It means that this grey mass is a new compound. It is a new substance. Okay, that is called iron sulfide. Okay, when you heat these two mixtures, then one new substance, iron sulfide, is formed. It is a new compound. Okay, it is a new compound. So, on heating the mixture, iron fillings and sulfur powder they both are losing their properties. Okay, what was the property of iron? The property of iron was that it gets attracted to the magnet. Okay, what was the property of this sulfur? It was dissolving in this one. Okay, carbon disulfide. But now after heating both the substance, they are losing their original properties. Okay, and a new compound is formed having new property. Okay, all of you understood, I think. Okay, the iron is having some different property. Okay, sulfur is having some different property, but this new compound is also totally different, is also having some different properties. So this is a new compound, it is a new substance. Okay, so we can say that a new compound is formed in a chemical change. Okay, this is not a chemical change. This is not a chemical change because these substances are not losing their properties. They are having their properties after the change also. Okay, after the mixture also, iron filling is not losing their property. After the mixture of this iron fillings and sulfur powder in carbon disulfide, sulfur powder is not losing their property in procedure number 2. So in procedure number 1 and in procedure number 2, the substances are not losing their original properties, but in the third procedure we can see they have lost their properties. Okay, now this magnet, okay, this grey mass is not attracted towards this magnet. So a new compound is formed, a new substance is formed. So that is why we can say that a new compound is formed in a chemical change. I hope all of you understood. Okay.